Are you fascinated by ancient civilizations? Then you won't want to miss this incredible discovery. Archaeologists have raised a 2,600-year-old shipwreck from the waters near southeastern Spain. The 27-foot-long wreck, which had been carrying a load of lead ingots when it sank, was discovered near Mazarrón. Known as the Mazarrón II, the ship was located just 6 feet beneath the surface of the Mediterranean, roughly 200 feet away from a beach called Playa de la Isla. It was covered in sand, which helped keep it hidden for centuries. More recently, changes along the coastline, including coastal construction and shifting sea currents, made the wreck site more vulnerable. Wreckage can no longer remain where it is because its sand protection is now disappearing, according to archaeologists. For many years, the wreck had been covered by a protective metal box. However, a group of experts who studied the wreck site between 2017 and 2019 found that the metal box was sinking and threatened to crush the shipwreck. In the summer of 2023, archaeologists began to formulate a plan to raise the shipwreck from the seafloor. They spent 560 hours diving at the wreck site to make detailed diagrams of its many cracks and fissures. It is more reasonable to rescue the ship, treat it, and exhibit it in a museum for people to enjoy it, rather than worrying every time a big storm arrives. Between September and November 2024, a team of 14 divers carefully brought the wooden shipwreck to the surface piece by piece. Now those fragments are going to a lab at the Museum of Underwater Archaeology in Cartagena for conservation and reconstruction. That work is expected to take at least 4 years. To preserve the ship, experts will start by removing the salt from each of the pieces. Next, they will apply resins to help fill in some of the places where the wood is rotted away. They will then freeze-dry the pieces before reassembling the ship. Archaeologists think the ship belonged to the Phoenicians, a group of maritime traders and merchants who inhabited the eastern Mediterranean coast from around 1500 to 300 BCE. Mazarrón II is one of the few Phoenician-era shipwrecks still largely intact. The archaeologists say it could offer new insights into Phoenician shipbuilding techniques and culture. It will tell us what types of wood were used to build the boat, where it was built, what navigation was like at the time, the degradation processes of the wood, and the contamination that may have occurred in shallow waters. Another shipwreck, called the Mazarrón I, was discovered in the same area off the coast of southeastern Spain in 1993. Archaeologists raised it from the water 2 years later. After many years of conservation work, the ship went on display at the National Museum of Underwater Archaeology in 2005. Stay tuned, history is being brought back to life.